In this video, I will be making a cross for the church of Llantrisant. This church sits on top of a hill in South Wales. It overlooks the Vale of Glamorgan, so my challenge for this project is to make the cross from the oak that will be reclaimed from the bell tower. As the bells themselves are being restored and upgraded, the oak used to support the existing bells will now be replaced with steel beams. So I'll be using this oak to make the cross. So my challenge really is, what is the condition of this oak and what can I make from it? So let's have a look.
It's not on video, it's not.
Yeah,
Big one.
yeah, it's Scotland bells.
Don't tell.
Hi guys, alright. So you're working again, I see?
I've got the oak from the church into the workshop. The workshop's quite full. I need to start processing this timber. Looking for the good wood. A lot of the oak is painted. There's quite a lot of defects in the wood, but luckily it's a fixed section. It's about 4 inches, so there should be some good wood in there. First thing I need to tackle today though is 2 of the pieces have got woodworm, so I'm just going to treat those. So I'm doing that outside. I don't bring the wood into the workshop. It's got the woodworm, so I'm just going to treat that now. So I've given the wood a really good soaking there. You see how much of the wood's been damaged by the woodworm. So this wood will eventually be cut away, but just for now I'm just treating it. So next thing to do is to remove all the hardware on the wood so that I can get ready for planing it. Quite a few bolts here and there, a few brackets, looks like something's been cut there, nails, wire clips, all this has got to be removed. The bracket here, so I'll remove all that now and let's get it down to just plain oak. that's all the wood with all the metalwork removed from it now. I've treated the 2 planks that have got worm. I want to saw off that worm next, but I think some of the pieces have got grease on them from the bells, from the pivots of the bells. So I want to try and get rid of that grease. I'm going to get that grease off with some white spirits. So the good news is that the staining and the grease from these bolt holes is not spreading into the wood to any extent. There's a little bit of staining coming in here, which you can see on this bit here. So I should be able to avoid that, but I imagine that doesn't go in very deep into the wood. So that is really good news. Right, so here is the wood cut down to length. I need to get 36 components out of this. So hopefully I've done my cutting list right and my maths is right. So these are all the offcuts where all the bolts were going through the end of the planks, and I'm getting some pretty good pieces of wood out of this. I'm really confident. This dirt and paint and staining doesn't go very deep. There are some mallet marks that crush the wood here, so I'll probably lose about 3mm there, but on the whole it's really good. And there are a lot of splits to avoid as well, so I might have to do something about that. I'll probably need to get some surplus wood for this, because I think I'll only get about 2 bits out of there, but then I've only allowed for 2 bits, so 18 and 13, so that would be my cutting list number times 2, so there's 2 18s and 2 13s out of this, but this is number 5 and there's only 2 out of it, so I'm hoping I can get something like 2 out that way, but until I start planing up and sawing I won't know. So bit of a challenge this job, but it's exciting and I do really enjoy trying to get the best wood out of what I've got. So well, let's see how I get on.